This Next Fest demo is The Inspector. I know nothing about this one. I literally judged it by its cover. So we're just gonna play it and find out what it do. Lots. No motion blur though. Thank you. We do not have audio levels, so hopefully the audio is not terrible. The menu clicking is a little bit loud, but we'll see if that's not a problem. Let's do it. To wake up the patient's Inspector need to shut down all the memories. To access the subconscious is still limited to a special branch of the medical order. The Sentinels are organisms present in the patient's subconscious designed to guard his sleep. To access the subconscious is still limited to special belonging to the Order of Inspectors. I like to think that that's someone who actually made that sound effect with their mouth. So we are an inspector, and we are delving into people's dreams somewhere in Italy in a not-so-distant future.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know how it happened. I only remember a huge headache, and then everything started to fade to white. Please. Help me!
Okay. I'm assuming this is us. Yep. We have jellyfish. Lovely. Hello, my jellyfish. Open the database. Dorm room. Before starting each mission, asked each inspector to spend some time in the dorm room, usually between 4 to 7 days prior to the mission. Being mentally free, relaxed, and physically good is fundamental. Each inspector is encouraged to customize his dorm room. Tutorial screen's where we're at currently. Control room doors that way, recreation areas there. Okay. Did you know the birth of the Order of Inspectors dates back to shortly after the Great World Pandemic? July 2020 to April 2030. Oh, I see. I feel like this was written during that time. The surge in research funds that decade led to the rapid development of what is now called the TIP, the Inspector Program. Okay. So this is our recreation. We have Affectus. We have Core Mechanica. Farewell North. Island of the Lost. Memorabilia. Wild Dose First Session. World's Worst Handyman. I feel like these might be games from this developer, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to look, actually. Let's take a quick peek. Developer. Oh. That didn't work. Developer. Indeed. Well, at least Wild Dose First Session is. I'm not seeing the other ones, at least not in Steam, connected to the developer or the publisher. So I'm assuming these are all out there somewhere, but Wild Dose is the only one I can actually see. So I'm going to look them all up just for funsies. I feel very short. I feel incredibly short. It is not the right moment to play video games. Dang it. It's always the right moment to play video games. What are you talking about? Alright. I don't know what that is, but that's a thing. That is my beast of a gaming PC. Button. Oh. Hello, giant floating holographic brain. How are you doing? You doing good? Yeah, you're doing good. Okay. Vitals seem okay. Sure. I'll trust you on that. Brain. Initialize the terminal. open the database. Ah, here we go. Control room. The inspector has the main task to help people wake up from a coma through 2 operations to be done inside the patient's mind. Find and recover memories from the patient's mind and deactivate beacons that prevent patients from waking up. All the operations are coordinated from this control room. So we've got the monitor section. Tutorials where we're at. B is briefing. C is the wiki panel to redirect you to the inspector's handbook to discover more about the inspector program. So that might be in-game, might lead me out, who knows. Pedestals, memories found in the subconscious will be stored here. Transfer capsule in the middle, used to literally enter the patient's mind. The access is strictly restricted to the properly instructed inspectors. Recovery room, patient will be monitored from this room, directly linked with the transfer capsule. For privacy reasons, the patient is not directly visible by the inspector. So that's why they were red glowy. Got it? And then the room's door where we came from. More in deep. Sure. The control room represents the natural evolution of an operating room. From here, the patient's vital parameters are monitored and the data collected in the subconscious are processed. Okay, let's check out that wiki quick. Quickie wick. Not active. Alright. Button. The inspector program system is loading.
Welcome back, Inspector. In a few minutes, you'll be transferred to the subconscious of the patient number 0.27.B. As an inspector, your mission will be to find and recover the patient's memories, to wake him up from his coma state. As you know, the memories are preserved inside the patient's mind, in the form of common objects. It's up to you to find them and understand where they are located.
Okay.
To complete your mission, you will need to interrupt the static sounds coming from the beacons spread over the area. Only when these conditions are met will we be able to wake the patient. I don't know why, but it seems like you are disoriented today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you have any other doubts about your mission, you can use the monitor hanging on the right to access the database with all the standard information. I'll grant you access to the transfer capsule behind you to start your mission. Good luck, Inspector.
Thanks, briefing man. Alright, so here's our wiki. Ah, it literally takes me to an outside wiki. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, I will not look at that right now. And we'll go in blind. Alright, so these were all of the memory bits are stored. This is how we go in to enter the mind. Vital patient seems fine. Let's go in their brain. Let's do it. Ooh. Okay. Neat. So far, the core concept is really neat. The idea of going into someone's brain and basically interacting with their dreams to figure out how to wake them up out of a coma. That's neat. I like the big purple glowy thing. Big purple glowy thing. Alright, finding one issue is we are slow, and I cannot go faster than this. I can jump. Kind of have moon gravity going on, alright. Well, now I can run. Oh, okay. It's a toggle. It's a run toggle. Got it. Giant purple glowy thing is sun and or moon, and it likes to disappear at random. Alright, fair enough. Stuck somewhere, check the pause menu. Oh. We can turn off the pixelated look altogether. Well, that's kind of neat. I'm not sure which I prefer, honestly. But that's neat looking. I think I prefer a non-pixelated look. Let's go with that. Alright, so we have things. So let's go to the first dot. The first dot's right at the top of this hill. Come on, climb faster. Open the database. The binoculars are a super useful instrument to scan the surrounding area. Allowed inspector can also use the instrument to track the appropriate position of each memory. Okay. So binoculars. External view. Binoculars are easy to recognize thanks to their yellowish color. They can rotate 360. B. View. Compass. Okay. Info panel showed relevant info about the object you're aiming. Zoom. Discovery. Outline. Only available in the inspector's if the inspector's card is equipped. The red outline will reveal the position of an undiscovered memory. Green outline shows the position of a memory already discovered / listened. Okay. How do I kill you? Because you are obnoxious. Use the binocular. Oh. Abandoned UAZ. An old Russian vehicle. I think I've already seen this in a film recently. There's smoke coming out of the engine. I should check it. How do I... Is there a way I can mark it? No. How do I kill you? Ruins of an ancient temple. There's a sentinel nearby. Oh, okay. The dam can be opened in extremely rare cases when the memory of a patient is near to being saturated. Interesting. Oh, a giant brain. I think there's nothing to explain here. It seems like there's some sentinels looking out in the area. So this is the actual brain. That's a sentinel. Okay. Thalamus power plant. All neutral impulses start from here. The building in the middle should be accessible somehow. The corridor. This is where we came in. Every journey starts here, inside the corridor, an 11-meter concrete hallway. The time needed to exit from there is exactly the time that the inspectors need to set themselves to the new environment. Okay. Can't look at the billboard thing. Brain. Power. Main gate. Separates the low and the high portion of the subconscious. Okay. Alright. Oh. Multiple zoom levels. Got it. Okay. Let's zoom in on that quick. Got it. Alright. So let's go up here and see what's up here. Key. Thalamus power plant key building is now equipped. Beacons. Deactivating the beacon is one of the main tasks for an inspector. Each beacon spread sort of a static noise that prevents the patient from waking up. The exact location of each beacon is different from person to person. Unlock the terminal. Use the keyboard. Generator. Still not completely clear which kind of fuel they're using, but every beacon comes with a super noisy generator. A flare is the beacon signal that we saw. And the speaker is the obnoxious sound. Once unlocked, the sound becomes music that evokes memories in the patient's mind. Oh. Please note, speakers are not always near the unlocked panel, but this thing does not prevent the music from being heard anywhere in the mind anyway. Okay, so button. The inspector program. Beacon shutdown procedure. Emergency shutdown procedure will be activated only after the password has been correctly typed. Passwords are contained inside the memories. Listen carefully to each memory to find the right password. Each beacon is unlocked by a different password. Please come back after you've discovered your first memory to unlock the password typing. End of message. Okay, first off, the English and the spelling, not fantastic. I'm going to give them a pass on that because the rest of this is fascinating. And spelling in English can always be corrected. And they're probably not native English speakers to begin with, so that always gets a pass. How am I supposed to know where the first memory is? I didn't see anything in here that was memory. Like no specific objects. But, I mean, they did tell me to go to the power plant, so I guess we could start there. It seems like a nice, chill experience so far, but I have a feeling it's not always going to be, because we have enemy combatants to worry about with the Sentinels, and we also have well, I'm not really sure. Those are the only two things I know about so far. I can jump myself down the cliff, and that didn't do anything, so maybe we don't have any sort of damage or anything like that. Okay, so that's the brain. Why did you explode? That sounds significantly less chill. Sentinels. The Sentinels are organisms present in the patient's subconscious. Their main task is maintaining the patient in his perpetual sleep state. Practically, they continuously patrol within the subconscious, and although not lethal, constitute a serious complication in the healing process. Capture Ray, an intense cone of light that the Sentinels on patrol use to scan the area in search of intruders. Remember to stay away. The range action is clearly indicated on the radar. Movement sensors. Each Sentinel is able to perceive movements around its center of rotation within a radius of 25 meters. You can hide from Sentinels if you are not in direct line of sight by more than 50% of motion sensors. Okay. All that sounds really ominous over there. Behaviors. A Sentinel is on patrol when there is no threat in sight. Each Sentinel has 2 stages of alert: chasing and research. When they lost contact with the subject, they will try to find it. Okay. Ugh, off to bed at 6 a.m. Yikes. Thanks for stopping by, though, Ace. Appreciate you. Have yourself a good night. Sleep well. Please note, the sentries see you floating in front of the sentries you see floating in front of you, the ones nearby the brain, still not be able to detect the inspectors as a threat and will never move on the chasing phase. However, it is possible to simulate the sensors by approaching their range of action. Okay, so that's more of a test practice. Got it. So we can piss off the Sentinels. Maybe. Alright. But that's fascinating right there. Just giant squishy brain. Okay, let's go into the power plant. Hello, Gila. How are you? Okay. Trucks. Ah. Garbage cans are not physical objects. Got it. I was going to try to jump on them. Door? No door. Alright. Where are you? Someone's sleeping here. Got it. What a fascinating game so far. Alright, so up in the upper right, we have the mini map that is indicating that key that we picked up, and this is the door that we used to open. Hello? Anyone home? Hello? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Ah. Can't go up anymore, and we have a green one. Perfect. What else do we have here? Healthcare. The medical staff. Phone. Tipped over thingy. Hello? I recognize that noise. Military convoy inside of a city. Okay, that just looped itself. Okay, we can turn that off. Interesting. A hand sanitizer. I have used it. Eh. Inspect the memory.
I love the snow, and I love my winter hat. I would always carry it with me, even when it was too hot to wear. It was my mother who knitted it for me. I don't think that it ever suited me, but wearing it has always warmed my body first, and then my soul.
Delightful. Am I supposed to... Am I supposed to get something out of this? Unknown. Okay. Ugh. Interesting. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what the TV turning on is supposed to represent. But that could be related to the pandemic. So I do believe that, I mean, I got the memory, I did interact with it. So I'm wondering then if that's all it needed. I cannot. There we go. So now we should be able to go back up there and hopefully disable the static doodad. Can I mountain climb? No, not really. Okay. Sparkle. I shall hydrate. Alright, we'll go back up to the top and push the button and see if that worked. It does seem to have changed the icons that we've got the blinky thing going, so it probably is going to work. Probably. Doing good, doing good. Just you know, playing some more Next Fest demos at the end here. Did you get a chance to try out the Cooking Sim 2 demo? Bulletin. To unlock the shutdown procedure, please answering the following question. Who sewed the skull cap? Nice. Lovely. Main gate is now opened. Oh, okay. I'm down now. Okay. Alright. Gizmo. Thank you, kitty. Thank you, kitty. Thank you, Gizmo. Alright. So we have fixed one static. Yes, that was definitely a Gizmo monitor tilt. We have fixed a static. I don't know if we have access to all of the rest of this. But the gate is open, so let's do it. But yeah, I will say I was less than enthused by the Cooking Sim 2 demo. I do hope they're going to do some extra work on that. But I did find another game that was pretty good. Don't Die in the West will be multiplayer. Kind of Wild Westy, goofy, silly, Stardew-esque. Oh, right, Sentinels. Right. So we gotta detour that away. Sentinel. Sentinel. You got me. You got me. You've been disconnected. Oh. That was probably a scripted event because he definitely beelined for me. And I did not have any option to get out of that. But this is fascinating. I like this a lot. It's very... I mean, aside for the Sentinels, it's very chill, as we're just kind of going through someone's mindscape to try to find pieces of their life to pull them out of a coma. It's a fascinating experience. I dig it. I hope that they will have better navigational methods, because it felt like we were very slow as a person. But otherwise, it was great. And I personally liked it without the pixelation effect, but I could see why people might have different opinions on that style, but I like that they offered the option to include pixelation or not, because that's a nice touch. But yeah, that's the Inspector. Apparently our dot matrix printer decided to start printing. That's fine. But yeah, that's the Inspector. I dig it.